again, everybody, to the Sho-Dependent podcast. How you doing today?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
The
you.
audience can't respond. This is
I
not
mean, they
a
can. They
global
could
call.
respond. They could just, they could put
Send
in a
us an
little
email.
effort.
Just
Yes,
ominous email, no header, just I'm not doing great. Thanks for
not doing
asking.
well. hmm And I say, I agree.
And I agree. I concur with that message.
Overall, very much jaded, much like the characters in this book, I guess.
The vibes are may I say grotesque.
They're not great.
Mm-mm.
They've certainly been better.
I think so.
hmm I'm thinking
You
like
you said
circa 1999.
you said the most depressing statement before we started recording because I was
What did I
showing you
say?
I showed you a nostalgia video on
Uh-huh.
TikTok, and you're like, we used to have childhoods.
We did.
Jesus
We did.
Christ!
Well, forgive me. All
Oh
right?
my gosh.
Forgive me for reminiscing about a time when I had no worries.
It was a simpler time.
The thing I was the most worried about was how
If
was
I
I going to
could,
beat Super Mario
oh,
64?
see, I was going to be like, can I beat my high score on Just Dance? There you go.
That's
Very
it.
comparable. Mm-hmm.
Well, life does that to you. The life's journey, growing up, falling in love, possibly ending up on like a lifetime documentary.
Mm-hmm.
There's always that opportunity, always that chance.
It could
When you,
happen to
when you,
you
it could.
if
You could
you're
be out there
lucky.
just like, oh wow, she's amazing. Guess what? Triple homicide fan.
Ah!
Oh, he seems like a sweet guy. Guess what? Family annihilator.
You're dead.
You're
I hate to
done.
break this to you, but this is just a very common thought for almost every woman.
Uh,
So,
where?
you know. This time it's flipped though.
Oh,
Who's talking, by the way? What's your name? Who are you? What are we
did I
doing
not
here?
say my name?
No, I didn't say mine
Did I
either.
not address our reason for this meeting?
No, you didn't. This is
Ah,
just an
well,
awkward assembly.
welcome one and all. Let me tap my papers and put this
Ooh,
together. There's nothing
like a
written on
news
them.
anchor.
I have nothing prepared. My name is Eddie.
hmm
I'm happy we've all gathered here today for this little
Press
impromptu
conference?
meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, one could say it's a conference where we press the issue.
Oh, my goodness.
With me to address this is the other half of this here
Yes.
production.
Hello.
Her name is.
Kayla. Hello. Hello.
Mhm.
Hello.
And with us as
Hi.
always, but
Hi.
via video call because
hmm
he cannot be I wanted to
Present.
use the term it cannot be asked.
Oh,
Just so he's international, bud. He's over there in London, and he
Paris.
cannot be asked to
hmm
which is a very funny term. But anyways, buddy, he's busy, so he's here via video call.
There you go.
And today, oh man, we got a bit of a search going on. We
Ah.
got a girl, and she gone, and we gotta find
Oh no.
her.
Oh. Okay, we'll try. Oh, he puts on the spectacles because this is serious
That means the
detective work.
mystery is afoot.
Ooh, the mystery glasses. They are on
Open
today.
my briefcase and watch just 50 magnifying glasses and
Mm-hmm.
one jar of room temperature mayonnaise falls out.
I think we should be investigating you if you have that much mayonnaise on your person.
As I desperately
Oh.
try and put everything back in the
Mm.
briefcase. You got to continue this press conference.
All right. Well, let's go. Today we are going to be discussing the beautiful. I don't know if it's beautiful. I'll reel that back. The book. I'll just
Hmm.
reserve judgment for
Lost
now.
that qualifier.
Yeah. Written by Gillian Flynn, turned
Uh-huh.
movie called Gone Girl.
Yes.
Gone Girl. Ooh, Gone Girl.
Oh.
I love alliteration. It's fantastic. It's
Very
qualified
ethereal.
as a crime thriller novel.
Yeah, yeah.
Gillian has a weird ass name, but she's American, so what are you gonna
Is
do?
she?
Apparently.
I would have thought she was like Canadian or
I
something
would have
with a
thought
name
she
like
was
Gillian.
British. I would have guessed she was from London town. But no, she's American.
Mm.
And this book was published by Crown Publishing Group on June 5th of 2012.
Damn, completely different world. We thought the world was gonna end.
Oh, maybe it should have, but here we are
I probably
anyway.
should have would
The
have helped us
horrors
out.
persist, and
Oh,
so do
and
we.
so do we.
So do we. Book was extremely popular. It
Hmm.
was it was made so by the New York Times bestseller list,
Yep.
as most common and popular novels
As
are.
most
So
books do.
yeah,
I
you
feel like
want to give
every book
us?
that's released, it's like New York Times bestseller.
Yeah.
New York
It.
Times bestseller.
I mean, granted, it's a good honor. I think. I don't
I
know if
think
it
it
still has
is.
a lot of
I
merit.
wonder if it has the prestige it used
I
to
don't know.
hold.
Well, books are a lot. I mean, not that it's easy to get published, but it is.
It's a
There are
lot
alternate
easier
routes
these
now.
days.
Yeah. So
Hey, how's it going,
you
Wattpad?
you want to give us a Jesus, the fanfic that has been published, the absolute slop on the shelves is wild. But it's
I
okay.
got
I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. I
my
read smut.
Amy versus Jeffrey Dahmer smut
Oh,
book.
I would not read
Dahmer
that.
wouldn't want Amy because Dahmer was gay. Let me switch this up here. Amy
Mm-mm.
versus let's do Freddy Krueger. Why not?
He's not real, but it's fiction, so it's fine. It's
Oh,
all good.
anyways, Gone Girl, it's a did he do it about a man named Nick Dunn and his
Did he do it?
murdered. My
Ooh.
spectacles are pushed down at the edge of my nose.
Oh.
Parenthetical question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Gone? Question
Mm-hmm.
mark. Wife Amy. Critics lauded the book for its use of unreliable narration, plot twists, and suspense.
Dun dun
And like we
dun.
said, we're doing the book, but a movie was made with the screenplay by Flynn herself, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's always nice when the author is able to have some range of control. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, for the changes that were made, you can't be like, oh, why'd they do it? Well,
Randy
she
Caddy.
did
Yeah.
it.
The author
And
was
here's
fine
the
with it.
thing, y'all. I don't know if you knew this, but books and movies are different.
What do you mean?
It was released, the film, on October 3rd, 2014, so 2 years after.
That's
Directed by
such a
David
fucking quick
Fincher.
turnaround.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
We had Ben Affleck, perfect casting,
Boo.
and Rosamund Pike
Yay.
in lead roles. Why?
I don't know.
Why do you not like Ben
I'll
Affleck?
talk about it in a second.
Oh my goodness. The film achieved both commercial success and critical acclaim. But we're going to focus mostly on the book,
Yeah.
talk a little bit about the film, but they're essentially the same.
Yeah. They're pretty damn similar. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it's a meet cute baby. It's how we met this thing.
You think I'd let him destroy me and end up happier than ever? No fucking way. He doesn't get to win.
Talk about it.
And they had a meet cute in this book too, didn't they? Oh, wasn't it so cute? Wasn't it so sappy? Wasn't it just so book? For me, June 5th, 2012, I was not doing any reading. I was not doing any books at the
He
time.
didn't know how to
I was in
read.
college and I wasn't even reading those books. And
The
I
only
was
thing you
struggling to find what the hell I was going to do with my life. So far, not so good.
Oh
So
no!
I gotta say that this was also the year that the world was supposed to end, as I said earlier.
Hooray!
Again, kind of wish it did, but I digress. 2012 was more of the same for your boy out here gaming, hanging. I knew nothing of Gone Girl. It wasn't until the film, started to be promoted, commercials, trailers, and all that, that I found out that this was a thing. Later found out that this was a book. I think I found out it was based on a book after watching it.
That sounds right.
But I did not go read that book and just bought the Blu-ray instead, which to me
For
is a little
some
weird.
reason.
I don't know why. I found myself highly questioning my past choices and motives because I
You
like the
made a
movie,
lot of weird
but
purchases,
I don't
and
know if I like the movie that much.
you've sold a lot of stuff.
Oh, the biggest mistakes
Between
with
the
the
things you've
sales.
purchased and the things you have sold or gotten rid of, I don't
Oh
know.
God. Oh man. Yeah. But I guess I liked it enough at the time to buy it because I went out and bought it and I remember like it being I made it a point to be like I need to go buy this movie.
And didn't you buy is it a steel book?
No, it's not a steel book, but
Oh,
it's
thank
like
God.
I think it might be Target because Target always does collector stuff. But it
Oh,
has
the
like an
exclusive.
amazing Amy little book with
Hmm.
it. I don't know. But we'll talk about how I feel about this book and movie here in a minute. I just want to say that I read this through Libby in the past couple
Libby!
weeks. So shout out to Public Library, shout out to Libby, and
Woo!
very happy that they had that on audiobook and I got it in time because Lord in heaven, this book was
Mm.
20 hours long.
Yeah, it's a long narration.
A little bit longer than the 2 hour movie.
Just like
For
10 by
all y'all being
10.
like, well, why didn't they add all the details?
They're different mediums, people. Calm the hell down. For me, I was on a Gillian Flynn fucking kick. She was my favorite author for probably like a solid year. Um,
Dang.
I can't remember which book of hers I read first, if it was Sharp Objects, Dark Places, or Gone Girl. I'm pretty sure I read
Dang, she
all
loves a
three.
two-word title.
She does. Um, and they were all to my memory. It's been a long time since I've read either Sharp Objects or Dark Places, which is funny because I own those two, but I don't own Gone Girl.
Well, we
Mm.
got it. We got the movie.
Yeah, we got the movie and I got the audiobook. But I was a junior in high school heading into my senior year, and I was wanting to be like, this is an oxymoron, but an edgy choir kid. I don't know how that was going to work out, but I was like,
The hell you mean?
I'm an alto. I'm built different. Uh,
Yeah,
um,
Sopranos got 2 words for you.
hmm I hate you. It's fine. It's not your fault your voice is high. It is your fault that you're a bitch, but it's fine. Um, I was on the,
Lord.
I was, I'm gonna say bitch a lot in this episode, okay? They use it a
What are
ton
you,
in the
Nick
book.
Dunn?
Yeah, and his dad,
His
apparently.
father?
I was on the brink of leaving Mormonism for good, so I think this was just like me, like, life is so
Girl,
much more than just
girl, she
like,
gone.
girl, I was gone. I was like, bye. I said, bye, Colt. I'm gonna
Nephi
go be
said,
cute over
what?
here. Nephi.
Moroni
Ew.
was question marks on top of his head.
hmm
Where'd she go?
hmm
Those are the
I
two
was
names
pretty
I
much
know.
reading anything that was like thriller or more like twisted, not necessarily horror, but things that were just kind of like pushing the envelope, a little bit of spice thrown in there, maybe
Oh my God.
if it came across the table, I wouldn't push it away. But
You like
I
covering your eyes reading the book?
oh my god,
Oh.
peeking through my fingers as I'm like,
Peeking through your fingers
ooh,
and seeing the word penis.
ah! No, it's fine. I could handle the word
Put a
penis. It's
towel over the book.
fine. It's indecent. But I distinctly remember thinking that Gone Girl was one of the first books I read that had an unreliable narrator, specifically two
Oh.
unreliable narrators. And I said,
Oh.
oh, what do you mean?
Damn, I'm
People tell the
spinning, Doug.
truth.
Yeah.
You can lie to me as I'm reading your words? What the fuck do you mean? Blew my mind because I'm a very honest person, as Eddie could attest to, or anybody close to me. I have a really hard time keeping like secrets or like lying or withholding truths.
Yeah.
So this was, by God, it blew my mind.
They can do that.
They can do that. I don't think I saw the movie until I started dating Eddie, funny enough. And this book and film was probably one of the stories that helped start wading me into the world of horror. Because
Yeah.
this is
True
not
crime.
like, it's not horror, but it is like horrific, some of the stuff that happens. So
Very nice.
I'm excited to talk about it.
Like always.
Getting to know each other. Bam.
All right, first things first, we're looking at the book. All
The
right.
fucking
Like we
book.
said, we ain't
Throw
doing
the
the
book at him.
film, we're doing the book.
Mhm.
And let me just walk you through a little bit of my initial thoughts hearing this for the first time. First of all, I was like, wow, this is written from the dude's perspective. Did not remember his name, later found out it was Nick, aka Ben Affleck in the film. And then I
Mhm.
said, oh, never mind, because there's a chapter where Amy, who's Rosamund Pike in the film, narrates things also.
Yes.
And I found out that they were both slash were writers. Very much this book, which is funny because I mean, we could say so much about this here. The writers, Nick is very anti the loss of print and all that,
Hmm.
which big facts.
Yeah.
Definitely on Nick's side there. But this is where we kind of start to get the whole thing. And I had like honestly, I had forgotten that. I mean, do we talk about the twist of it all now? Or should we
I
hold
I
off on
mean
that a little bit?
I mean it's a really old like it's been like almost 20
Sure, sure.
years. Like I
Okay,
think and by
okay.
20 I mean 10. Jesus
It's been
Christ
almost 50 years
called
since this came out.
I mean my body feels like it's been that long. Oh my God.
Okay, so I'll say this
Yeah.
because I had forgotten really, and I was kind of taking everything at like face value until, the point where she's like, I love being dead, and I said,
You're like,
and
"Oh,
then I remembered like, oh yeah, she's been lying this whole time.
you forgot?"
Oh yeah,
Oh
it's been a
boy.
long time because I was just kind of taking it at face value, more so just like the tone and the
Yeah.
way she's written, because
Hmm.
she like falls for them in their first meeting. But for me, I don't know how you felt, but I was just like, God, her diary is like so
Young.
like 2005, so How I Met Your Mother, so just
Well,
like,
that's like the
oh,
exact
like
time frame this is taking
all
place. So,
women want fat cocks and all men want a
oh,
little virgin whore. And I was
oh,
just like, enough with these words.
stop saying these
Talk
words.
like
They're
a
not
normal
very
person,
nice.
please. All right?
Yeah.
It just kind of felt, which I guess she was, felt like a character.
Yes. Also, they use, and I'll say it, they say cunt so much in
Oh
this book.
yeah, they're not
It's pretty
Australian.
wild.
She's
That was,
American.
it was very ahead of its time because now that word is just kind of like, I feel like it's kind of been adopted more in like common usage. Like it used to
Mhm.
be very to have like taboo. Oh, oh, yes.
Ba, ba,
We're
ba,
doing
ba, ba.
day little
Ah, ba,
claps
ba,
right
ba,
now with
ba,
our
ba.
fingertips.
Ah, like that song?
Yes, love that song. Um, but yeah, no, I think that it also struck me as like, wow, she's talking kind of like a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, I don't remember the exact time, but she was like what?
Oh, I wrote it
23,
down.
twenty four when they
I
met?
was like, were they like 18, 9? Because it sounded like that young. No, she was
Like
32.
bubble. Oh.
She was in her third because she's older than Nick.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She's a cougar.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. It's like a 3 year age. Weird.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
Uh-huh.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. It just like definitely feeds into their dynamic specifically.
The show.
Um, yes, but the retroactive writing,
Mm-hmm.
the Gillian girl, I guess that Amy is just a true fucking supervillain because that's
Yeah.
really the only way any of this shit could ever fucking happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Which
brain
we
power.
which we will get to.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more about the book though is I mean a favorite romantic kiss.
Ooh.
A little powder, sugar, snow, a little what does he say when he wipes her lips?
Mm-hmm.
What's he say?
I don't think he says it because it's from Amy's perspective, but I
Oh
think he
God.
says something along the
Just
lines of
so
like,
ridiculous.
"Ugh, I could never be an audiobook narrator, by the way. I could never
Oh,
do
come
that.
on, I'm putting
But
my
he's like,
application in.
I could.
I've got the voice for
I
radio.
think he said, I want to taste you. And I was like, ah!
Let me get a
I
little
mean,
taste.
but in book form, I'm biting my lower lip. I hear that out loud, I want to kill myself.
Yeah, it's always funny to think of
That's
people
the
like,
duality of
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yep.
But it very much like, oh, they're painting a picture. Wow, what a
Hmm.
scene. But also part of me is just like, wow, what a book.
Yeah. And then
Just,
also I'm thinking like, oh, that sounds sticky as hell.
uh,
Ugh.
uh-huh.
It would get in your
But
hair.
it just kind of
It
was
would
like,
taste good though.
it's one of those things, I guess, as a 30 some year old man where it's just
Mm,
like is this too and I granted this was before even like TikTok happened but I
yeah.
guess it is just like you judge it in a way it's like very YA it's very like oh let me paint the most romantic most specific picture ever and it's just everything's perfect and all that and I'm just like am I too judgy?
Yeah, I think you're a little
Why
jaded.
am I not just allowing this scene? Because it's a good scene and I'm a
Yeah, it's
romantic
pretty.
person, but it was
Mm-hmm.
just kind of like, oh,
All
it's so
right.
ethereal. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, do all that.
Yeah, well, here we are. Apparently they did. And then they get married.
Hmm.
The timeline's super jumpy.
Yeah.
And it's kind of jarring because Nick is just going through hell like this entire fucking book. And Amy's like, and today we went to the movies
And he
and
fucked me.
and it
And
was
then we went to the
good.
library and he
And he
dicked me
fucked me.
down.
Yep, yep.
Then we went to the subway and he plowed me.
And then we went to the park and I sucked him off. And like,
Hmm.
all right.
In broad day. I told all those little whores looking at me, this is how it's done. Nick
Oh
done.
my, oh my God.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. It's weird. I guess it's just the
Uh,
tone.
yeah, it's all kind of uncomfy.
Yeah.
Nothing in this book is comforting. It's like hugging a
Well,
hedgehog.
and I
It's
mean,
like,
that's the whole point
ugh.
too, which we talk about
Yeah,
more later, is because it's obviously helped when you know that like she is doing a character.
yes.
And she is very much like playing that whole like pick me role of like I'm
Yeah, the
the
cool
cool girl.
girl.
That's what she always
Hmm.
says, and that's a very big thing. Um, but yeah, just jumping around real quick for some other book things, and then we can get a little bit more specific on
Yep.
the characters, mainly our two mains who both suck.
Yep. Hmm.
But yeah, looking at the chapters, I was like, oh, Nick's only ever in the present, going through hell, whereas Amy takes us to the past and then catches up.
Hmm.
I very much like the whole thing where at the end of a chapter, Nick says Amy was gone, and I said, "Ooh!" I could
That's
see
the
the
title of
title
the
card
book.
right there. She gone, girl.
And he loves the
Um,
title card.
but there was a few things real quick
Hmm.
that are different from the book than the movie that I just found to make me feel a certain way. I don't know how you felt.
Okay, let's talk
Um,
about it.
the whole mall search for like the
Hmm.
Blue Book boys and like these unhoused
Ah, we're gonna
people.
get
And
him.
I was just like, first of all, there was a ton more searching in the book because we got 20 hours instead of two. But they're all very much, there was a section where it's like, well, it has to be some homeless people because you know they're criminals, every single one of them.
And
And
they
they go to
just want
like the
to
mall.
rape
They
women in the
essentially,
streets.
yeah, they get baseball bats and like essentially like, we're gonna go beat up some homeless people because we're gonna get some answers.
Hmm.
I was just like, this is stupid.
Hmm.
This is unnecessary. I
Maybe that's
understand.
why it wasn't in the movie.
Yeah,
Because
they
Killian's like, that's
they
a lot.
they do the whole thing where like the cops go search and they get the answer in like 2 seconds, you know. Then we
Easy
also have
peasy.
stalkers mentioned, which Neil
Hmm.
Patrick Harris played one, the most important one. It's interesting. Obviously, I guess for time, you know, I think we talk more about this later, but it's interesting to note the history of this stuff.
Yeah.
There was a ton more about Nick with Amy's parents, which
Hmm.
I could have done without. For
Oh, yeah.
me, one of the weirdest parts was that they talked to the reader directly at times.
Oh, yeah. The fourth wall break was
Because I
super
was just like,
strange.
what are we doing here? Because most of the time they're just like talking, like narrating first person,
Hmm.
and then sometimes they're just like, and you should hear this too. And I'm like,
No, they
the
do that, and
finger
it's
points out of the book and pokes me in the eyes, and I'm
Gillian.
like,
Why are we changing? Why? Why
yeah.
are you
They're
aiming the
just,
camera at me? I
what did
didn't
they
ask for
say?
this.
One time they're like, and listen, reader, I know you're thinking a certain way, but I promise I'm not like that. And I'm like, don't speak to me. I'm not part of
Here's the
this.
thing. The only way that would have made sense is if one, the reader was okay. If
Because it
if
wasn't,
the
let me,
ending was from Nick's perspective and it
uh-huh.
turned out this whole book was actually his
Yes, yes.
manuscript,
See, that's what I was
that
gonna
would
say.
make sense.
Because it makes sense when Amy would do it, I guess, if she was like having fun in her journal.
Yeah,
But it never made sense to me why Nick would speak to us because Nick's not writing a book. He's
no.
not doing anything. He's a
But yeah,
writer, but he wasn't like you said, like if they did a Gatsby situation where he's
yeah.
like, isn't his name's also Nick?
It is Nick Carraway.
Wow. But if they
Mm-hmm.
did that where he was like recounting this whole thing,
Yes.
then it would make sense. But I was just like, dude, get your finger out of my face. Don't speak to
Put
me.
that sausage away.
You dug this
Your
grave.
penis and your
I
finger. I
I
don't want
got
either one.
nothing to do with this.
Mm-hmm. No, but that's the thing. It's like Nick was about to do that, and then narratively, Gillian's like, but Amy's too smart for that. She wouldn't let that happen. And we swat away that option,
Mhm.
which the whole ending of the book just made me fucking pissed. I was
Oh
like, I was
God.
just done by the end. I was
Oh,
like,
we got time for
ugh.
that.
Yeah.
Let me say this last thing. Speaking of Peni,
Oh,
couple
be nice.
quotes from the book that I found particularly noteworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, very funny. She's a woman. She's writing
Yes.
a man who
Yep.
had just jacked off, and
Yep.
he was sitting in the shower, and he said, and I quote, "My penis lay pathetically along my left thigh," and I was like, "Oh yeah,
Oh, the
Gillian,
wilted,
Gillian,
sad
you
dude.
are painting that picture for me, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you." As well as the phrase "sail the mayonnaise seas." That's wild. Not
Ugh.
a fan of the
Oh my
picture.
God, we talked about mayonnaise at the beginning of the episode and now it's back here again. Is that what the mayonnaise was doing
Don't
in your
worry why the
briefcase?
magnifying glasses were in there, or the
Why?
mayonnaise.
Is that actually mayonnaise in the mayonnaise jar?
There's certainly
Blech.
something in the jar.
Oh God. Ugh, now I'm just thinking that poor little My Little Pony figurine in the
Oh
jar.
no!
Oh
Oh
no.
my goodness.
People are disgusting. They need
This
to stop.
one's going in the jar.
Oh.
I particularly like when the chapters are like 2 days gone or
Hmm.
the day of. It's just,
Yeah.
it's fun, good
The
narrative
night
touch.
of.
Very nice.
Everybody sucks.
I know everyone sucks. Yeah, I know everyone
Oh,
sucks. Oh,
you know it's the early 2000s because we are singing ska, apparently.
oh, baby, Ruby Fish.
Yeah, I've got my fucking what what are they? Vans?
Yeah,
Vans did the
Vans can be
checkerboard.
checkered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got my checkerboard Vans and my
Amy
suspenders on.
feels like she would have done ska in her like fictional I'm
Oh,
cool
yeah, it's
version.
definitely one of her alter egos.
Oh Lord, Scamey.
Ew!
Ska Amy. Ska
Uh-huh.
me, I guess.
Call me.
Either way, let's talk about Nick. He's the first guy we hear. And fun
Boo.
fact, he was originally the only voice in the book. But
Yep.
this man, I think he could get like the Justin Bieber award for like
Mm.
hating his wife.
There it is. Not for his
Because
singing
no,
abilities,
no,
for
no,
his
no, no, no,
ability to
no, no,
hate his
no,
life
no, no, no.
and his wife.
Absolutely, because man, does
He
this guy
does
like
have
not pay
a.
attention to her, not care
No.
about her? And but that's the funny thing too, is because of the unreliableness of all of
Mm-hmm.
this. Because a lot of times I found myself being like, he ain't do all that.
But also, he has substance abuse issues
Not a
too.
little bit.
Like, just a little bit.
He do be
Uh,
drinking.
he be drinking. He owns a bar, which is a horrible thing for
Called the
somebody who
bar.
likes to drink.
Good name.
Own. I feel like only sober people should be allowed to own bars.
Sure.
What? I don't think that's a bad idea. You hire people that know what alcohol should taste like, and
Uh-huh.
then you don't have to worry about dipping into your gains.
Dang, don't get high on supply.
That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Nick is not super likable. He's like the color beige. Um
Beige.
beige. And his I don't know. Every relationship he has with
Mhm.
women is problematic.
Pretty much.
And that's a big driving factor in this because he essentially ruins his marriage with
Uh-huh.
Amy
Uh-huh.
because one, he got married in the first place. So
Yeah.
strike one.
Big
Uh
mistake, fam.
yikes. Strike two is, oh, we don't have jobs. I'm gonna move us out of New York City
Mhm.
to fucking Missouri.
Missouri.
You mean misery? That's the joke.
Oh God.
Uh-huh.
I completely forgot that they were in the South.
Yeah.
I was like, they're just all in New
Isn't
York this
it
whole time.
central?
I don't know this country.
You think I have a map in my
First of
brain of
all,
what this
do you
country looks
think this
like?
country's education system taught me
how I have to look at a map.
about any of this? No. And second of all, do you think I care?
No,
No.
that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just this man like speed runs, ruining his marriage, which is pretty crazy. Catch him on the next game's done quick because Nick, he just like is oblivious to Amy essentially. It's like a wonder, like it really with the whole unreliable thing, it's like I really wonder what these people were actually like because I'm
Hmm.
sure there was a level of like Nick just didn't care,
Oh
right?
yeah,
This
totally,
man
total
just
apathy.
he did not listen to her. He did not pay attention. She would like always do these anniversary treasure hunts, and Homeboy would like never get them right because he didn't pay attention to anything she said.
He's just like the worst kind of like sitcom husband
Oh
slash
yeah, yeah,
dad.
yeah. Just like motherfucking
Just bumbling oaf.
Kevin can f go fuck himself.
Oh
It's essentially
yeah,
this guy, but without any of the funny. He's essentially, but he's less nefarious. But you know,
yeah.
because
He's got his own
we
motives
only
though.
get the nefarious from Amy's side.
That's true.
Which again, every flashback, especially when it starts to get intense, I'm like, he ain't do all that.
I mean, other than when he's boinking a young lady,
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, which was very funny. Not in the sense of him cheating, in the sense of like when they did it, I was just like, oh, she's hinting that he might cheat. Did he really cheat? Oh yeah, he cheated.
oh, he be cheating. He
Oh yeah,
be
oh yeah,
cheating.
he'd be cheating. But and here's the thing that the book does because it has time and the movie just like completely gets rid of is the fact that his dad
Hmm.
is a piece of shit.
Oh, he's a horrible man. He was bad before he got Alzheimer's.
Uh-huh.
Now he's like the worst person to ever live,
Mm-hmm.
who just walks around calling every single woman he sees a bitch, a
Uh-huh.
dumb bitch,
Mm-hmm.
stupid bitch, fucking whore, all
Uh-huh.
the shit. It's so
And
bad.
just multiply that by like 100, and that's
Hmm.
about the amount of times you hear these phrases in this book. Crazy for the voice actor to have to say that over and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah, it's a lot. Definitely a lot.
But yeah,
Um,
it kind of paints the pictures of just like Nick is very much like sort of like that macho machismo forced to be
mm-hmm.
like the masculine, like he doesn't cry. Uh Later we hear that Nick doesn't cry. Did we mention that Nick doesn't cry?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
He doesn't know how to handle emotions. All his only emotion is like anger, which he gets from his
Hmm.
dad, which by the way, very fun. We've heard it said multiple times, but wild that men have removed anger as an emotion because anger is
Somehow.
certainly an emotion.
Hmm. It's
It's
one of the biggest.
it's in Inside Out. I don't know if you've seen it, but that's one of the
You know the
emotions.
little red guy who turns on fire?
Yeah,
That's
it's like
him.
anger is such a big emotion, and
Hmm.
yet it's like the only one that somehow is like okay to
Masculine?
show. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's stupid as hell because it's not good. It's
No.
really not a good trait to have, and Nick
Mm-mm.
has that, and that's the thing. It's like
But it's
I
hard because so much of his anger is justified by,
yeah,
especially by the end of this.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, is he a
Hmm.
good person? No. But
Right.
sometimes the crash out is valid.
Hmm.
And sometimes you do want to throttle somebody
Yeah.
because they are destroying your life
Oh,
in the
sure.
most,
But yeah,
evil way possible.
some last rapid fire things, and then we'll get to Amy. Is
Hmm.
that Homeboy smiles at like press conferences? Not a good call. Very, very, very
Dude, your
bad
wife
choice.
is gone. You can't hit him with the Riz.
Don't.
Ew! Oh
Okay.
no. Don't be hitting the smolder as you're looking down the barrel
Damn.
of the fucking
Is
camera.
Homeboy aura farming his kidnapped wife's
His
press conference? Damn, that's wild, man.
God, he's so.
Is Homeboy mogging on on his in-laws right now?
Oh my God,
So
so
there's that. He
bad.
skipped their third anniversary to like drink with like
That shit
employees, fellow
pissed me off
employees.
so fucking bad.
Yeah, with his coworkers, that was wild. They fight about money all the time, classic. And yeah, for one, he thinks he's cooler than he is. And homeboy,
Asshole.
my last and biggest question about this whole cheating thing is like, how did he even get away with it? Because he was cheating at like all his regular spots.
Yeah,
He
like
may
what
as
the
well have
fuck?
invited her to like his in-laws' house and like cheated
Mm-hmm.
there. The way homeboy was just like, dude, go to the town over or something.
Mm-hmm.
I
Be
don't know.
shady about it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna cheat, which you shouldn't, At least be kind of intelligent about
Do it
it.
right, okay?
Ugh, Nick's an asshole. I don't like him. Okay, Amy is a character that makes me consider if Gillian considers herself as a feminist, because to write
Mm.
such a toxic, deplorable,
Yeah,
irredeemable character,
yeah.
because by the end of this book, I'm not even impressed with her intelligence. I'm
Hmm.
just like, holy shit, this woman is the worst person to ever live, maybe, because of
Yeah.
just like how manipulative. She's a sociopath, she's
Hmm.
a narcissist, she is just like
Not a girl's girl.
a horrible, horrible girl's girl. Um, she truly is just only interested in things that service her. And oh my God, it's horrible. Um, it makes me think, and I think that by the end of the book, it is kind of revealed like the reason that Amy kind of locked onto Nick is because he is just this vacant empty shell
It's made of the
that she could
husk.
just kind of like mold into the perfect husband, which she does successfully
I
by the
can
end.
fix him
He
level
has,
professional.
yeah, he has essentially no soul by the end of this, and he's just kind of dancing through life.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, horrible, so bad. But it sucks because Amy does this classic thing that women are constantly critiqued for, which is
Mm.
acting like somebody else at the beginning of a relationship. And then
Mm.
once you get into it, you bait and switch and
Yeah.
you become this whole other personality, which
Yeah.
seemingly it's hard because we have two different perspectives. But it seems like Amy did a very like gradual bait and switch to the degree where Nick, it's kind of like the boiling frog scenario where
Sure.
he's like, he just woke up one day. He's like, hey, she's kind of mean to me. When did this
Wait a
happen?
minute.
Also, what do you mean she has hobbies and interests and friends? I thought she
Uh-huh.
just sat and looked at a wall all day long. You fucking idiot. You think
Mhm.
this woman seriously sat at home all day long and read a book?
He didn't care.
Oh, he's such a
What
dick.
a man.
Ugh, but Amy is horrible. Um,
Yeah, it's
because
interesting.
she puts on like this guise of like being the cool girl and the cool wife and like, oh, I don't want my husband to be like a dancing monkey and like have to do all of my little tasks for me to perform for my friends. And like, I'm like, maybe you shouldn't have a husband if he's not interested in being with you
Mhm.
on a regular basis and like
Right.
kind of showing an interest in, your life and your friend.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's kind of the situation where it's like you're allowing them to get away with too much because you
Oh,
don't want to cause a
100%.
problem, and then
Yeah.
obviously it's a problem. But
Yes,
it's
but
like
you're keeping it inside because you got to
yeah,
be the cool
yeah.
girl.
It's like you said, it's the whole just bait and switch, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's something. A couple things I thought about Amy. For one, I was like, is she the Riddler? Because she is this like a God
Oh
damn
my
it.
God, my brain just turned off.
What's it called?
Dash and Lily?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that's like entry level shenanigans.
Right,
This
right, right.
is like mastermind fucking Houdini shit.
Yeah, but it's like, but she's over here like leaving clues all over. Anyways, I think the thing that is the most standout moment with Amy, obviously, is the whole, and it's very well done in the movie. Uh, but it's pretty well done in the book, obviously. I'm sure it would have been different turning that page and seeing it, where
Mm-hmm.
she's like, I'm so happy now that I'm dead. I'm like, damn, what a moment. What
Mm-hmm.
a just like, but then it's funny because it's like you said, the way she paints this female character, it's
Mm-hmm.
like I think a lot of people view it as like, wow, empowering. And it's like, is it really?
No.
Because these are like all bad traits. And maybe she did that
Yeah.
on purpose,
Yeah.
to sort of subvert the whole
Mm-hmm.
like, yes, women, feminism, yes, fuck him, murder him. But
Yeah,
it's
well, and
like
that's like what Nick says when
it's
he's
pretty
at the end
bad.
of the book. He's trying to coerce Amy into like just fucking divorce me. You'll look
Yeah.
like a hero. You're gonna
Yeah.
stand on top of the mountain and say, like, fuck him, he's an asshole, I'm better
Hmm.
than that. Like, and I totally get that. Like, that makes
Hmm.
sense to me. But the fact of the matter is, I think it's just like an overcorrection from a
Yeah.
character standpoint because
Yeah.
by the end, you truly, truly believe like this woman has no soul. She
Yeah.
is only interested in the game and
Hmm.
her ability to win the game and be five
Right.
steps ahead.
Right.
So,
Which maybe I'm
ugh,
now thinking like maybe that's the point, right? Maybe that's
yeah,
what Gillian wanted. She wanted it not to be like
an
girl
empowering
boss.
thing.
You
Yeah,
know, she wanted it to
like,
be like, no, this is actually really, really bad.
mhm.
No matter who does it, right?
Yeah, that reminds me a little bit of like the end of the most recent remake of The Invisible Man. How it's just
Oh
like
yeah.
very girl boss at the end, and I was just like, that
Queen.
wasn't the point though. Like I
Queen.
don't know why we needed
Yes.
that, but
Cut
not
his
that
dick off.
not that empowerment is ever like necessarily a bad thing, but this is like so far past empowerment that it's
Yeah.
laughable
Yeah.
and ridiculous.
Sure.
So, um I just I feel horrible about her being amazing Amy. I think that's a horrible situation.
Yeah.
That is extreme emotional um manipulation and just an insane oversight by her therapist parents.
Yeah. It's crazy.
What the fuck?
But yeah, it is wild and it's crazy that there's again that distinction, but the whole Amazing Amy thing seems very targeted and is obviously targeted. You know, it's the
Hmm.
whole thing where she says when she quit like playing an
Cello
instrument,
or whatever.
yeah, Amazing Amy became a professional at it, you know, Amazing Amy got married before her. It's like the most passive aggressive and yet like outwardly aggressive, let's tell the
Hmm.
world. It's like those fucking like YouTube families. Like the one
Yeah.
very infamous one, Eight Passengers, where the mom essentially ended up like abusing her kids and
Hmm.
all that. But because I can't remember if she did it. I'm pretty sure she did, where they like posted their like punishments online. And it's like
Wild.
that, you know, it's like, oh,
Hmm.
tell them how you lost your door in your room. And it's like, why are you telling the world my things? This
Yeah,
is
it's like public
so,
humiliation.
yeah. But it's
It's
weird that
horrible.
children's psychologists wouldn't know that.
Hmm.
But yeah, I wonder, dang.
Blind spots. Everybody's got
Yeah,
them.
yeah. But it's just crazy because also her parents, they made a ton of money and then they asked for a ton of money later.
That was
They took
horrible.
$650,000 out of her 750,000.
And it's
Just
a
like,
trust fund.
oh yeah.
Like, but still, like, they fucked up so royally that
Hmm.
they had to essentially steal from themselves, kind
Pretty
of.
much, yeah.
Um, Yikes.
There's that, and they suck, but they also like do care about their daughter. But they're a little aggressive and weird and all that stuff, and just
Hmm.
like I don't know.
It's a bad
Obviously,
situation.
obviously didn't understand the fact that Amy hates them as well.
Yeah,
You know who I hate, which we already talked about a little bit, is just really quick again, Nick's dad sucks.
he's a
I
horrible
I
person.
hated hearing more about him and they talk about him more. He's like
Hmm.
not in the movie at all.
Yeah, they were probably like,
He's in a
"Hey, all of these
scene.
people are unlikable. We don't need another unlikable
Yeah.
person."
He's in one scene early when he shows up at the police station, which does happen in the book, but it's like filled with so much more women hating in the book. In the
It's
movie, it like
really bad.
serves just to show like the cops that Nick can be aggressive at times.
Hmm.
Whereas in the book, it really drives home. Nick's dad may as well be the rapper Too Short because what's his favorite word?
Bitch.
It's
That's
every.
like the one word Eddie doesn't say. So anytime you have to say bitch, I will say it for him.
That's just how it
Um,
works.
oh my God.
Moving on to the other sides, which these characters they all serve a purpose. Is like Desi, which is Neil Patrick Harris, Noelle, and Andy, which is the side chick. Um,
Mm.
Tell us about Desi a little bit.
So Desi is kind of just like yucky.
Hmm.
He had a relationship with Amy and they were like dating and at boarding school.
Yeah,
And
like high
then
school.
yeah, it was like yeah, it's like that transition into like their
Yeah,
college years.
yeah,
Um, but they were in a relationship and it was like mutual And then Amy started getting weird,
Mhm.
and Desi was like, but I love you and all this. And then she essentially like not framed him, not framed, but like accused him of rape and like suicide attempt in her dorm room. And it was super fucked up and weird. But he is like the almost the exact same kind of like level of toxic as
Yeah.
Amy
Yeah.
because he likes it. He loves a
Yeah.
project. He
He's a
loves like
weirdo.
he it reminds me of like people who collect bugs. Like they
Oh,
just want to like
sure.
look at them under a glass and keep them
Uh-huh.
contained in like their own little controlled ecosystem.
Right.
And
Keep
that's
them
kind
perfect.
yeah, and that's what Amy says. Like Amy describes Desi as a collector.
Yeah.
And she was like the ultimate prize
Right.
of like I want to be able to control and contain her because
Hmm.
she's like this perfect. And it's gross like when Amy ends up like going to him for like refuge or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Um, she describes like how she's essentially he's trying to like revert her back to her like teenage self of
Yeah.
like making her lose weight and making her dress a certain way and like cutting and dyeing her hair back to like the way it used to look. And I'm like, this is low key kind of like pedo-ish. Like, I
Oh,
don't
sure.
like that you're trying to turn her back into like a little girl. Like, that's kind of weird. But another
Yeah.
detail that is also like really kind of grotesque and freaky is when Amy goes to Desi's lake house, which is where all of that kind of chaos takes place.
Hmm.
He takes her on a tour and shows her an indoor greenhouse that's planted with her like childhood favorite flower, which is a tulip.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know anything about like flowers and stuff, but you can't just like plant them and then they grow overnight. That's like not how plants work. Um, so
Oh, you don't
that
say?
means that he had planted all these tulips a long time in advance before Amy showed
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Um, which makes me think he was like nesting
Oh,
for
sure. I
her
mean,
in
he
this
was
like
always ready for her to come
hypothetical.
back.
Ew, yuck,
It's weird because he's kind of
freaky.
like the exact opposite of her
Yeah,
in
he does
that they're
everything in like a
both,
passive, gentle way.
yeah, but they're both crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely wild. Um, Someone else, it's just dramatic irony is quite the thing because I
Mm-hmm.
remember the first time I saw it and on this re-watch, re-listen or first read, it's just that like Noelle is so annoying
Oh yeah, the pregnant
because
lady.
because we know that she's being used. And
Mm-hmm.
Amy calls her like stupid and ugly and dumb and, just a tool that she can use. And
Yeah,
it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's like, Noelle, you're being used. How do you not understand this? But obviously she doesn't know.
yeah.
But I definitely remember just being like,
You
you
poor
you
dumb
think
lady.
Amy cares about you, but she doesn't care about you at all.
No,
But obviously
poor
she
Noel.
she serves a
She serves
purpose.
the purpose. She's got pregnant piss and scapegoat
Hmm.
for any kind of like time lapses or whatever.
Absolutely. And then we have Andy. She's the
The
young,
side
hot
piece,
college side slam
big
piece
titties,
for Nick.
huge nipples in the movie.
Dang,
Good for
warlocks,
you.
gigantic.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
She's young, she's horny. She is his student in college. What a
Mm-hmm.
cliche. She
Yep.
also weirdly likes Amy, which I always find weird
Yeah.
when they're
I was
like
like,
knowingly cheating and like, oh, but your wife is super cool. It's like, what? But what are you doing?
then why are you doing
But
this?
what is the situation that you're
I'm
in?
so confused. It'd be one thing if you guys were like out in the open and like Amy was aware, like you kind of had like a more open
Yeah,
marriage situation.
sure.
That's not the scenario
The
that's happening.
cuck
This is
deck.
not, yeah, this is not 2025 where apparently every marriage is like kind of somewhat open to a lot of
Apparently, but
Gen
also,
Z people.
but also not.
Yeah, yeah, but if you cross the line, then oh, I'm gonna be angry.
Yeah, I don't know. But she really just
So
doesn't seem
strange.
to grasp the gravity of the situation, which was
No, she's
pretty
like, I want
annoying.
to fuck you. It's been like 2 days.
The cops are outside. Let me ride you.
Andy, do you not fucking understand? I could be, you know, killed in prison if this goes poorly.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just
Mm-hmm.
trying to get some of this dick?
Yep,
Okay,
that's pretty
fine.
much it.
May as well. We're
Yeah.
already here.
Then we have Tanner and Margot. Tanner
Yeah.
is the lawyer. Early on, Nick is like, I should have called the lawyer. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you should have. That
That's
should
the
have been the
first
first
thing.
thing you should have done.
First
Uh,
thing.
but in the book, Tanner is white and
Mm-hmm.
has a black wife. And in
Yes.
the film, he Tyler Perry.
So look at
So
that. They rolled it into one
they kind
character.
of like, yeah, combine both roles into one because he does things that both of them do in the book as one character, like the whole
Mm-hmm.
training with the candy thing.
Yeah.
That's
The
what
jelly
his wife
beans. Yeah.
does in the book. But yeah, Tanner, I just found him to be like pretty helpful.
Yeah, I think he was like the most likable character
Yeah,
somehow, even though he's a defense
even though
attorney
he's a defense attorney for
for
like
like
sleazeballs.
bad men. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
usually.
like he's also like he seems very understanding and like wants to help and all
And he
that. And
believes Nick. Like after
yeah,
it takes some like coercing, but
oh sure,
once he sees that side, he's like, "Oh fuck, Amy's crazy
yeah,
as hell. We need to
right.
pin her down." They don't. Spoiler, they
No,
don't.
as well as
Uh,
Margot.
yeah, poor Margot. I feel like she's truly like one of the biggest victims in this whole scenario because she truly loves her twin brother Nick,
Yeah, I
and
was like,
seeing
oh, they're
him.
twins.
Yeah, they're twins. Ew, I don't like twins. You know this if you know me. Um, but it's just kind of like really sad because she sees everything pretty fucking clearly,
Yeah,
and to see Nick become like such a broken psychological disaster right in front of her
uh-huh.
eyes and like not be able to shake him out of his connection to Amy, it's just like so pitiful and like heartbreaking. Also,
Yeah,
if of all the cool girls, Margot's pretty damn cool.
she cool. She's
I think
called
she's pretty
Go.
cool. Yeah, her
Dang.
nickname's Go. It's almost like a version of the word gone, which is
Uh-huh.
ooh, going, gone. Um, she also is a little bit pick-me-ish, but maybe
Sure.
that's just me being not like very woman supporting woman. But she is like very artsy, kind of like I drink beer all the time and I work at the bar and kind
Oh,
of
sure.
I don't know, there's something almost like not anti-feminist about her, but it's like so she's like so much the actual cool girl that it ends
Yeah.
up feeling like is this performative or is this like actually who you are?
It's just her.
Yeah. But she's probably one of the only good people in the book. Besides,
Yeah.
like, I guess Detective Boney is actually like she does her
Yeah,
job,
sure, whatever, yeah.
but she's a
It's the whole
cop, so
dramatic
boo.
irony, yeah, and the
Yeah.
dramatic irony of like we know Nick didn't do this, so it's like leave
Mm-hmm.
Nick alone, all right, figure it out.
Yeah.
And their whole like wanting to pin it on Nick also plays into Amy's hand and like because they like bungled the situation and they can't
Yep.
like prove things in the end. Anyways, one thing that we both very much felt in this read through, listen to, whatever, rewatch, and both of us just being very much like we listen to a lot of true crime and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
is just leave.
Just get a divorce.
Just
The second you
leave.
start feeling like things are weird, get a
If the
divorce.
marriage is bad, if you legitimately in your life, and I guess this is just advice for hopefully no one feels this way who's listening, but you never know. Uh, if you ever maybe start to feel in your marriage like, I don't know, you want to kill the person you're married to,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
just
mm-hmm.
leave.
Yeah, just
Don't stick
get
around.
out.
Yes, leave. So many true crime, like real crimes, real murders would be solved so much better if you just left. And
Yeah,
like,
because then the
yeah,
crimes wouldn't occur
but
because you
then,
weren't there.
yeah, just leave, please. And this is also just so much work for Amy to do for a broke
Mm-hmm.
cheater
Oh,
of a
he a
man.
brokey. He ain't
Just
got
get a
nothing.
divorce. Like, legitimately, and I know, but like, she has a prenup, okay,
Yeah,
in which she will keep like everything.
yeah.
Her family is successful. She hates them, but they're authors, they're successful, they have money, they
I
can
mean,
take
they
care of
were
themselves.
successful and
Yeah, but they're
yeah,
kind of, they're the middle, but
they're okay.
whatever. They're in New York, they're still alive. They're her
God
dad's
forbid she
not.
doesn't get foie gras.
Oh, absolutely. She can also take his bar from him and his sister because she owns it. It's in her name. She can take the house. She can pretty much take everything and leave Nick with nothing.
Hmm.
He would have nothing. He would be a brokey. He would be like known as a cheater, adulterer. He would have like probably lose his job
Hmm.
because he's lost his bar. This man would have nothing.
Yeah.
Like his life would pretty
Just
much be
win,
over.
Amy. Just fucking
Yeah,
walk
just
away.
get the huge dub and leave.
Hmm.
But then, like we said, that's kind of the point, right? Is
Yeah.
that she's so crazy that that's not good enough for her.
Hmm.
But it's like, I feel like that's almost a better win than just sending him to
I
jail.
know. Like, it's not just like, Amy, just let it
Because you
go.
can sit back and enjoy watching him suffer, watching
Hmm.
his life suck. Like she acts like he was gonna win, but I don't see like how he would win
No.
after he's lost everything.
Hmm.
It just doesn't make sense. Andy would not have stuck around.
Mm-mm. Oh
Plus,
no.
he probably would have been forced to he would lose his job. I don't know. It's just leave. Just leave,
Just leave.
Amy. It's a better victory.
Or the alternative and final form for leaving. Just fucking kill yourself. If you feel like there's no way for you to get out and Amy will not let you divorce her, just kill
Oh, you're
yourself.
talking about Nick?
Yes, he
Oh,
should have
sure.
killed himself or killed her and then killed himself.
He could, yeah, family annihilate, but take the
That's what
dub.
I'm saying.
That's what I'm
That's the only
saying.
way Nick could win.
That's
That
Nick.
is
That's how you get
literally
the
the
power,
only
my
way.
guy.
Yeah, because he would take the
Take a
power away from
dive.
Amy, and then he wouldn't have to suffer.
Yeah,
Because he would destroy the monster, and then he would also like nullify any potential fucking
right,
misery that he might
right,
accumulate in the
right,
future.
right. But if you know the book, you know that there's a whole like Amy's done all this. She's still alive. She eventually like finds her way back to Nick because she has to murder Desi and act like he kidnapped her and all that. Pretty flimsy. Talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
There's the whole media thing, which is big, but you know it. Essentially, like the media judges people, and
Oh yeah.
the husband, they say it a lot. The husband always the one who does it. They hate him because he's over here smiling and all that. And granted, yeah, homeboy is fumbling real bit, real bad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But when she's back and they've won over the media and all that, in the book, they spend such a long time. It's just like, I don't know. And it's like not even that long, but it was like 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just talking about like she's back. She's
Things are
got
shitty.
she's got an answer to like literally everything. And that's where it like gets to the point where I'm just like, all right. Like
Shut up.
she cannot have like this like fucking Gandalf level
Yeah, she
foresight
like
of
froze
like
vomit
yeah, it's just like
to like frame him for like trying to poison her.
uh-huh,
It's
uh-huh.
crazy.
It's like it gets to a point where this story is pretty ridiculous and
Yeah.
unbelievable at many points. But it's just like, I don't know, when you paint such a like super villain, like
Yeah.
the
The
whole I'm
suspension of
Lex
disbelief.
Luthor, I can fucking think 20, 30, 50 steps ahead of you, Superman. It's like, no, you can't. You actually can't.
Shut up.
And
Shut up, Amy.
they just spent such a long time where I was just like, oh, brother, I get it, dude. Nick's life
Hmm.
sucks.
I
Amy's
just wish
back.
Amy would have like fucked up more. Because
Yeah.
that would have like been a little bit more not only like intriguing, but also just like frustrating.
Hmm.
Because you would think that like public opinion had already gone past the point, but you would have
Hmm.
known like, no, we could get her on this and this. But the
Yeah.
entire like last hour and a half is just them being like, but we can't prove it. And it's just like, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up. Then why even give
Yeah.
me
The way he
hope
was
that Nick
saying
could
is,
come out on the other
yeah,
end?
it's just another way to like, Amy's perfect.
Yeah.
Amy knows all. And Amy can,
Shut
I
the
don't know.
fuck up. She's
And
not God.
yeah, and I didn't remember, but the movie essentially does all this, but like so much quicker, which is
Oh,
very
very
nice
quick, yeah.
because of the medium and what you can do with film.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I
But
don't
trapping
know.
Nick at the end with the
Yeah,
baby
yeah,
is horrible. And I think it's really kind of weak writing
uh-huh.
that Nick is just like, oh, she's pregnant.
Hmm.
My son. I
Yeah.
need to be a good papa. Shut
I
the
mean,
fuck up.
I kind of took that as like he needs to protect his son in a way.
Yeah.
I guess that was my whole reading, which I agree with you. It's dumb that
Yeah.
like I don't know because it's another like oh she She
Yeah,
got
she's
the
like,
frozen
oh,
sperm and
I
like
got
all
the
this.
cum and I got pregnant.
Yeah. It's
Ew.
like, okay. All right. But yeah, the only thing I took, and maybe I don't know. I guess I maybe am implying that more so from like the movie, like Ben Affleck's acting in it. And
Hmm.
like him and Go's scene, which I think is a little different than the book. But to me, Ben Affleck was sort of acting in a way where he was like, I can't abandon my kid and like let
Yeah.
him be with her because she's
Hmm.
crazy, you know?
Yeah. And
Which I
even,
think is the only thing, other than all the other shit,
hmm,
that that is a somewhat noble thing for him to do at the end.
yeah, that's true. I see your
Um,
point.
but yeah, I don't know. I just think like the film did it better because they could do it faster.
Yeah.
And I think the book was just beating me over the head with it, which I did not
Hmm.
enjoy. I also think that, I guess just in my memory, I didn't realize that they explained things so much. I thought that, like, in the movie, when she came back, they did, like, a scene, and then
And that was it.
they, like, implied, like, fuck, she's back and she's in control, and, like, Nick needs to be careful.
Hmm.
And to me,
And
like,
just leave
that
it like that.
implication is, like, so much more sinister than,
Yeah.
like, she's the greatest villain mastermind in the
Yep.
world, and she could
Hmm.
think, the whole thing. I was just like, oh God,
Yeah.
all right.
I get it. Yeah. I agree. I always like more uh what's it called? Ambiguous, is that
Yeah,
the word?
yeah,
Ambiguous endings where you can kind of like, leave it up to interpretation.
yeah,
No,
because
she fucking spells it out for you.
yeah,
Which is
because it's
kind
the
of a bummer.
whole you've seen what she's capable of.
Yeah.
Then you're like, man, Nick is
Oh,
in
he's in
trouble. What is he
trouble.
gonna do? Like
Hmm.
she's, but you don't have like I don't know
Yeah.
all that stuff. But a few quick things from the movie.
Duh movie. I fucking hate Ben Affleck. I
I
want
don't
to
know
punch him in
why.
his fucking
I mean,
face.
I guess I see that, but
He's
he's
an
just
he's a deplorable character. I
you hate Ben Affleck or you hate Nick?
I hate Nick.
Okay,
Ben
well then Ben
Affleck does
Affleck is
such
playing
a
a
good
character.
job playing Nick. It makes me hate Ben Affleck. It's like people who
You're
like
like
play
all those
Hitler in a
fans.
movie. It's like, oh
Sure,
my
sure.
God, I
But
only
it's like
see you
those
as this
fans
one.
where they and it sadly, I mean, surprising no one, but it mostly happens to women.
Yeah.
Uh Women actors who like play a role. I think it's very famously like someone from Breaking Bad, which I've never seen, but it's like you know, people fucking hate her and she got like death threats because she played a
Hmm.
character that people didn't like. And it's like, she's an actor. She's doing a job.
Yeah, it's like what
They're
happened
not
to
the same
fucking Jar Jar
person.
Binks or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, same thing. I'm
But it's
sorry,
just
Ben
like,
Affleck. This movie makes me hate you.
this is the
Um,
perfect role for him. It's like
it's
the
he has a
perfect,
very
like,
punchable
the
face.
perfect cast because yeah, he does, and he
Ugh.
also just like very famously like IRL is pretty apathetic and
Yeah,
like
he's kind
pretty
of
out of it,
aloof.
and like there's a whole series. It's kind of like the sad Keanu memes where it's like sad Ben Affleck memes where he's
When he's
like,
dropping his
yeah,
donkeys.
dropping the donkeys and
Oh.
like just struggling, and he's like smoking the cigarette, just like fuck my life.
Hmm.
Like it's perfect casting. It's
It's
crazy. It's
really
like
good casting.
generational casting. Uh. But they also like cut the grade school friend from
Which is
Amy.
unfortunate, but I understand why for
Which,
like
yeah,
timing.
for pacing and stuff, but it very much showed that like Amy's always been like
Oh,
this.
she's always been an emotional manipulator because she was like the classic mean girl of
Hmm.
like ropes you in, makes you feel close, and then fucking pulls the rug
Hmm.
out from under you as soon as they can.
Right.
Um, yeah, the movie Nick, he's more of like a presence.
Yeah.
Um, but I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
also like because of the unreliable nature, when we see Amy talking about him hitting her, pushing her, and all that, we actually see it in the film,
Yeah.
which obviously serves to make Nick seem more evil than he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know. Because essentially what we come down to is obviously a he said, she said situation.
Yeah.
But knowing that Amy has done this so many times, it essentially, I don't know about you, but it leads me to believe that Nick, sure, he hates his wife. He doesn't love her anymore, which he says. He's cheating. He doesn't pay attention. Yes, all that. But he's not violent. He's just like a shitty
Yeah.
husband.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like Amy just, is it's super villain.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I think you said this when we were talking about it. It's like by the end you feel bad for Nick,
100%.
which is crazy because at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning you're just like Nick's a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's probably the point. But funny enough, in the book, I ended up not liking Nick at all either
Sure,
because
sure.
he essentially ripped his spine out of his body and just handed it to Amy, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Here you
he
go.
gave
Does
up.
this
Yeah,
make you happy?"
yeah.
Which is sad because I don't want to see the fight die, but that was literally what he chose. So,
hmm hmm
um,
My last point here is after watching the film and even more now, knowing like, I don't know, the stuff that
why true crime now?
we can do, true crime and all that, it's just like this would never work. She would
Mm-hmm.
have been found out. There's no way you can like, there's not like a perfect crime. She would have,
No.
I mean, she wrote down all of her shit. She would have,
Oh yeah, it would have
and
been caught.
one thing that just like is outlandish
The most
is
obvious plant in human
yeah, is
history.
that
Yeah.
book that like the most important
The
book. Like
journal.
if you
Mm-hmm.
actually did, you would make sure you burn that 300%. You would
Mm-hmm.
have never like, oh, a chart on the edges. Well, perfect.
Ooh, that
It's
means
just the
I
most
can read the
obvious.
book,
I
but
feel
it
like
looks
every
old.
every cop, even the super shitty ones, would have been like, this is too obvious.
Well, that and the staged crime scene, like,
Yeah,
hello,
it's
this
just
is a screaming
come
fish.
on, dude.
Like, come
Yeah,
on.
it just wouldn't work out IRL. It's a fun story, but it's like it don't happen like this IRL.
No, but what did happen IRL was actually more compelling than this, I think.
That was pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, the real life quote unquote Gone Girl case, which we
Yeah.
watched a documentary on Netflix about the other
Yeah.
day.
It's called
What's it called?
American
American
Nightmare.
Nightmare? Cody
Yeah, it's on
Rhodes.
Netflix. Go watch. Go with adrenaline
In
in
my
my
soul.
soul.
Surprisingly, he's not
Everyone
in it.
look, it's Cody Road. Yeah, but
No, that's a crazy story though, and it's
in
actually like
short,
successful cop story at the end of
yeah,
the
you
day, which
should
is good.
watch it because it's very much like it's called the real life Gone Girl case.
Hmm.
It's very compelling. It's very outlandish. It's very crazy, like this book. It's like
Yeah,
an unbelievable story.
yeah, it's pretty
But
wild.
yeah, it has a ton of, I mean,
It
media
seems really
made
fishy.
parallels, but also
Hmm.
like just a ton of crazy parallels to this. We'd
Yeah,
highly recommend it. And like you said, it's kind of one of the rare cases where obviously we're just judging her based off this one thing, but it's
yeah,
like
she could be a horrible cop in
for
every other
one,
scenario, but in this one,
yeah,
she did the
but in
right
this
thing.
scenario, what a girl's girl, and like
Play queen.
she's one of the good ones.
Yeah, she is. Look at that. Oh man, should we define the relationship?
Let's do it. Let's DTR real quick, like.
I've killed for you. Who else can say that?
For me, I don't know. I mean, I obviously love this movie enough to buy
You
this, which
fucking bought
again,
it,
I
which
was
is
like, I don't
wild.
understand why. Looking back on it, I mean, I
Because
like
it's not
this.
like you were obsessed with like Rosman. What's her name?
No, no, no.
Rosman.
Rosamund?
Hi,
No,
Rosamund.
no, no. Yeah, no, she's a
She's
very,
pretty,
very
but
pretty woman. She's very
she's a
attractive. She's a
great
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 actor.
actor. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah, but she's just not, I guess if we would go that way, it's just not my type. So it
not my
wasn't like
type.
it's not like I was like, oh my God, she's
No, it
so
wasn't
hot.
like ah,
I
I need
gotta
a
own this.
goon tape. No.
Oh God, Goon Girl.
If you're no, not
Lord in
goon
heaven.
girl.
Uh-huh. But
Uh,
I don't know. It's weird. I like the story. I like the book. I think just for me, I do think I enjoyed I don't know. I think I enjoyed the movie more than the
yeah,
book just for the sake of time. Even though I do appreciate like the a bit extra that the book did.
yeah,
Um but I don't think I'm show dependent on this.
yeah.
I very much I enjoy it. It's like a
Hmm.
fun hang. It's a fun like, talking with friends and being like, "Oh, that's crazy," or you remember when you first saw it or read it, that turn. It's a good like, "Oh, what a moment" thing. But I don't know. I would say the relationship is just it's funny enough, kind of like the friends that Amy left behind, except not as
Mm.
nefarious. Just like something that I enjoyed a lot in the
Ah,
past.
yes, that was a thing that happened.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Ugh. For me, I think I can confidently say I'm no dependent on this anymore.
Hey, really? You didn't
Nothing.
feel nothing for this?
No, now in
Damn.
retrospect, I was like, God, I hate all these characters.
Damn.
I the suspension of disbelief was a lot to ask.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, kudos to Gillian for like empowering this person with the foresight of gods before, or
Yeah.
whatever that
Is
sentence
this
was trying to be.
Athena?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, just fucking war strategy out the wazoo. Um,
Yeah.
but God, you have to give me at least one person to latch onto that's like, oh, I kind of like them. They seem like a nice person.
Mhm.
There's not like a single person in this book or movie that I'm like, yeah, they're fun.
Sure.
Vibes are disgusting. I was just angry at the end of this book, which
Yeah.
that's not usually how I like to end things. I
Yeah,
either
yeah.
like feeling happy, sad, or a little bit scared. And I didn't feel any of those things.
Yeah.
I was just pissed. So sorry, Gillian. I need to reread Sharp Objects and Dark Places because I remember enjoying those quite a bit. So I'm
Uh-huh.
curious if that my palette has just kind of like changed.
Yeah.
Um, but no dependent on this anymore. Sorry.
Damn.
Ben
Wow.
Affleck, if I see you in the streets, just know you are only Nick Dunn in my mind, and I do want to punch you in the
Come
face.
on.
Hey, at least Miss Pike, I associate her with Pride and Prejudice. So,
Oh yeah.
um,
I thought it
she's
was
always
Little
gonna be.
Women.
No, that's Jane Eyre, not not
Uh,
yeah,
uh-huh.
not Jane. Wait, who's the author of Jane? No, I got that wrong. My English brain is breaking.
Uh-oh, English major.
Who the fuck wrote Little Women? I know it's not. Um,
Jane Austen?
it's not Jane Austen.
Oh,
Who the fuck wrote it? This is gonna drive me insane.
buddy.
Buddy, pull it up. Louisa May Alcott is
What the
the
fuck?
yeah, see, you would have never fucking got that either. Yeah, no. She was in Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley. So
Oh, well.
I like her. I like
Uh-huh.
her as Jane, which is funny because her name is Jane in
Well,
that
would you look at that?
movie slash book. So
I want to say this before we say our farewells, just because I think it's a funny thing, and he's not here to say it. But our bud Bird, who is
mm,
on our like Halloween horror episodes, uh, I'm pretty sure it's him where he said he was having a tough day,
mm,
had a bit of a hangover, and like could
mm.
not get off his couch. And I'm pretty sure he said that he uh just watched Gone Girl all day because it was in the Blu-ray and
It
like
just kept
it was
replaying,
all he
huh?
could power himself to do was just to like hit play and just watch it. So I'm pretty sure he spent a whole day watching this movie. And I'm like, wow, this is not a good movie to watch
It's
all
not a feel
day.
good. It's not a
No,
hee hee ha ha.
not at all. It's essentially like you're just making this worse for yourself, my
Yeah,
guy.
you're
You should
ruminating
have
in
done
hell.
something else.
Yeah. So don't do that. This is not a good sick day movie.
No, that
But
was
thank
that.
you. And this is this.
Thank y'all for listening. If you like what you heard,
Thank
please follow,
you.
download, and spread the
Sorry.
word. Leave a rating and review. It helps us out a ton.
We need to just have a limerick at the end for our goodbye segment. We'll just write it as a
It's
full
pretty
poem.
fun, huh?
And we can just recite it every time.
Yeah, it does kind of rhyme a lot, doesn't it?
It does.
Tell your, I don't know, psychopathic partner
Mm-hmm.
that, for one, maybe leave you alone. You're
Yeah,
done.
maybe just don't be with that person
Uh-huh.
anymore.
But also, if they need something to fixate on, maybe they can fixate on Show-Dependent podcast.
We have so many episodes to listen to.
You can go listen to so much and then distract yourself from, you
Maybe
know,
you could make your escape while they're distracted listening.
writing all those journal entries that never happened.
Mm-hmm.
You can find us on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. We shall be there. If you want to follow the pod, it's on Instagram at SHO Dependent Pod. That is at Show Dependent Pod. Follow myself, it's at Victor V Sweet on Twitch and things. Gorgeous, where can you be found?
You can find me doing the opposite of whatever gaslight gatekeep girl boss is. I'm like, tell the truth, share everything, and just do the bare minimum. That's
Oh,
what I'll be
God.
doing.
There it is.
I'm keeping my head down. I'm staying out the way. That is
Hey.
what I am doing.
Nah, for real.
That is my MO. So do not catch me because I ain't doing nothing.
Love to hear it.
Mm-hmm. Do we have a final quote from this terrible,
We
scary
do.
book?
It's very much it bookends the book,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and the
Wow,
film.
a book ends with a
Yeah,
book
weird,
end.
huh?
Hmm.
But it's Nick talking about Amy and their relationship. And he says, like a child, I picture opening her skull, unspooling her brain, and sifting through it, trying to catch and pin down her thoughts. What are you thinking, Amy? The question I've asked most often during our marriage, if not out loud, if not to the person who could answer. I suppose these questions storm cloud over every marriage. What are you thinking? How are you feeling? Who are you? What have we done to each other? What will we do?